Hello, good morning guys. So now I try again. I had quite the hiccups this morning with the recording. So let's see if we get this, it's already 10:40, so get this video out. Okay, so let's take a look. Just wanted to make a quick update before FOMC day tomorrow. Like always, I personally trade reduced position size the days leading up to FOMC for any type of day trades, and of course the same goes for me for FOMC day, and then usually I resume to normal on Thursday. So any trades that I'm taking right now are going to be a lot more cautious and a lot more picky. So we have been playing last week's Monday range quite well. I was happy. It was like, well, all the action, like you all know, has been for us on DEXs, on chain. So this is really just going into BTC for the day trades. And then at the end, I'm gonna go over two things that I have been asked about in the group. And so I will make an update of that. So don't worry, but this is just for the day traders right now that are busy on BTC. For me, like I said before, it was important to me that to have some type of short exposure going into this week. I was a little bit more aggressive last night once we lost Monday's mid-range. And other than that, this move was really, really fast. If you're not on board, you know, like I said before, you will not always be on board unless you traded this break here of Monday low on like the five minute chart. Difficult to get on. Even for me, this was definitely a lot more aggressive than I would usually trade, especially on a Sunday. Like, you know, the day trade, I usually trade on 1 hour trigger. And then sometimes, you know, you will miss stuff, but this is just part of the game, and then onto the next. What I am looking for now, though, in case you are not on board, and also for me personally, is a strategy, a setup that you can use, is if we do get a pop back into this trend line that we have been forming, lose the trend line again, and then, you know, show weakness. For me, a hard stop, probably somewhere up here, way above Monday high. I mean, these are really clean highs up here. So this really could be. We have FOMC tomorrow. The last couple times, it hasn't been as volatile, especially for BTC. Doesn't mean anything. It has definitely calmed down a lot, the volatility, at least in crypto, during those days. But I think this week, especially with this really, really tight range that we had breakdown, I think we could see definitely some sort of fuckery on that day. So just be wary of that when you choose your position size. So we could maybe spike all the way up here. We will see. This is mainly what I'm looking for to trade today. If we get a pop back into this trend line and see if we can get like a nice trade back down, maybe to Monday low, and then whatever happens on Wednesday, I'm not gonna be looking to take fresh positions on Wednesday as usual, and just kind of let it run its course, let the dust settle, and then come back with fresh plans really late Wednesday evening, like we usually do. That's really what I'm looking for. BTC, the same downward targets still applying. Nothing has changed here. We have covered. It was as much fun as we had on DEXs and with all these other projects. As boring it was with BTC. So this all still stands. Nothing has changed. To the top side, reclaim Thursday a daily close above monthly and get it back above ranges 31.5, 32k level, and we're off to the races for higher prices. Yeah, that's really unchanged. So I do not want to be like a broken record and going over it. This is what we're still looking at. And yeah, let's once FOMC is over with, I think we have a lot clearer picture to work with. Now, really quickly, because we talked about SDAX yesterday, we beautifully sold the top, the short-term, mid-term top, whatever you want to call it. Everybody knows this is one of my bigger plays of my higher risk portfolio. We traded it up from the very, I think, was the first day, the second day that it launched, for me, this was a buy, and it's up over 300% this point in time. And I'm always a big believer in eventually you need to secure the bag. You hear a lot of nonsense like, oh yeah, diamond hands. Yeah. That's all nice and good, but with everything, you need to at some point, and we're up 300%, I'm fine securing, 30%, 50%, and then, especially mentally, I'm not running risk at any type of movement, getting scared, because in the end, I'm running this risk-free, and I can just hold it without any kind of distractions and problems. Plus now I have a lot more cash at hand. Once we do get a sizable dip, and I really hope we do, then I can at least inject half of the profits taken back into the project. So for me, as long as Bitcoin is kind of fumbling down here, if we are not getting this really bullish setups, I'm still kind of waiting. Yesterday I was contemplating on buying more once we get to this trend line, which we did. We're having a reaction, but we're kind of hanging around a little bit too long. And with BTC, FOMC tomorrow, I am fine. If you do not get the steep pullback, then it is what it is. I'm also fine adding on higher once I have a confirmed trend shift with BTC again. That's really what I'm looking at with SDAX. Just make sure any higher risk project. Not SDAX, I don't consider really higher risk. It's really a solid project, a solid team. But higher risk for me meaning a little bit smaller market cap, a little bit not on any major exchanges and so on. Always gonna be a little bit more risky than some of the other stuff that's maybe there established for quite a while. So just make sure at some point, for some people it's at 100%, for some people, they say, oh, they don't care, it goes to, 100x or it goes to 0. You just need to establish these rules for yourself that fits like your risk appetite and your personality. For me, it's a lot easier once at some point I secure it. I know I'm risk-free on that. For me, it's just a lot easier to hold this all the way until I think that we have a top in for the year. And I, like you guys know, I don't think we have the top in for the year. Yes, and the same goes with dark. It's really crazy. I didn't think it would go this fast and this quickly. That was a little bit lower average, but we are up over 200% at this point. I already yesterday booked half of the position at 120%, and now I'm just letting it really run its course, do whatever it does. For me, the main target was 10 million market cap, and after that I will probably book another half, and then let's just leave a moon bag and see where we go. Yeah, really nice. That's like the only thing that's moving at the time. Other than that, the same plan. I'm still waiting here for BTC to either give me a lot lower levels or more confirmation to the upside to distribute some of these profits that we have booked recently in all our plays. What we will go over the place once the time has come, once FOMC is out of the way. And just very quickly, I wanted to, because I was asked about that too, but I also posted it in the group, so you probably saw it, but I want to go over the ETF dates finally coming up. Oh my God, we've been doing this since 2018. I think the ETF talk started. Finally, I think we're getting some resolve at some point, at least. Like I said before, ARK, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. This is not my main contender. It would be really nice if ARK would get the first approval, definitely. But I do think still BlackRock is probably the one to get it. I'm not even sure of Fidelity. Some have Fidelity pretty high up. For me, it's BlackRock. We will see. We will wait and see. The next deadline is the 13th of August. The 13th of August is a Sunday, so definitely be very Thursday, Friday. Let me see, what is this? Let me double check. Yeah, 13th is a Sunday, so definitely Thursday, Friday. Kind of keep an eye on that. I don't think they're gonna wait. I don't think ever since 2018 some dates were on weekends. I don't think they ever said anything on the weekend. It was always then the Thursday or Friday before. I have to check my notes on that, but well, this is coming up very, very soon. Could, if this is only extended, they still have till the end of the year, 27th of December. Probably an extension, if I would have to guess. Maybe an extension, and then BlackRock. I don't think. I'm not sure. It's gonna be. I'm very excited. A lot of action, I think, will come from this. A lot of volatility to trade around. So yeah, maybe we get some nice dips also if it's just, be pushed to the next deadline and to the next deadline. We will see. We will cover it in the group so that everybody is up to date with what is going on. Other than that, I hope everybody had a good start to the week. I think we're gonna see really, really nice volatility, an end to this godforsaken range. And I catch you guys after FOMC, and I hope everybody's having a good day. Bye bye.